In today's video, I will walk you through on how to use Safari web browser for iPhone. Let's just get right into it. To use Safari web browser, the first step is to navigate to it. In most iPhones, it's pinned at the home screen, just as you can see here. Alright, but if you cannot find yours there, and maybe you swipe through and you can't find it, what you need to do is to tap on that place with text search. Okay, so tap on that search and then type Safari. Okay, it will show up quickly. Alright, you tap on it for it to open. Once it opens for the first time, everything may be clean because you're using it for the first time. When you have been using it before, you may have an interface that looks like this, which shows the websites you visit frequently in the favorite section. Okay, let's make our first search. For you to make your first search, you need to tap into the section with the text search or enter website. Okay, let's say I want to search something about the richest YouTube content creator in the world. So I will just tap inside that section and then type the text you want to search. Alright, after using the keyboard to type what you want to search, the next step you need to take is to tap on the go button. Alright, now this will bring out some search results. Okay, you can see here Google now summarizes it because Safari uses Google as its default search engine because Apple doesn't have any search engine. Maybe in time to come they will develop their own, but their default search engine is Google. All right, so you can see the information here. It says leading the global creator industry. Jamie Donaldson, popularly known as Mr. Beast, is the richest creator worldwide with total earnings of $85 million. All right. So if you want to read further, you tap on all these links, all these options here now listed, top 10 richest content creator, they're heading to a particular website. So once you tap on it, you'll be taken to a particular website to do what? To read in full. Then this one is still leading to a particular website under videos, which is videos on YouTube. This one is on YouTube. This is on YouTube. So any link you click here, all right, or any search option you click here will take you to a particular web page or a website, okay, for you to read the content fully or watch the video fully. Okay, you can see Vibe Pros. Okay, you click here, it will take you to another platform, another website to read the content fully. Okay, so this is how to search for what things on Safari. So for me to get to where we were before, to have a fresh page, I will tap on these two rectangles at the bottom right. Okay, then I will close this tab. I'll tap on the X sign there for it to close at the top right. Okay, now we are back to this place. Okay, now what if you want to visit a particular website? For you to visit a particular website in Safari, you need to tap inside the search bar with the text search or enter website name. All right, so I'll tap here and let's say I want to visit cnn.com. So I'll type cnn.com. all right, so you type the website, then after that you tap on go button. You'll be taken directly to the website. Here in this case you are heading to a website directly. You are not searching for something that is available on the web, okay, just like we did previously. So here we are heading to a particular website, so I'll tap on go. Okay, so this website has now opened and showing us news headlines. Okay, it's about news. This you can see here, say Israel strikes a Gaza hospital, killing at least 20 people, including 5 journalists. Okay, so this is a news headline. If you want to read more, you tap on the link. All right, you'll be taken to a web page where you are going to read it in full. Okay, you can see here, following Trump's lead, okay, Israel leader is demanding a new agreement, even though Hamas accepted the latest proposal. So you see a lot of news here. So that's how to access a particular website. Okay, so no matter whether it's Facebook or it's Instagram
or is BBC or is Forbes. Once you type the website and then tap on go button of your keyboard, iPhone keyboard, you'll be taken to that particular website immediately. So let's tap on this first. Let me use it to explain more. So I'll tap on this one for it to open. Okay, media organization and international so and so. All right, so let's wait for it to open. Once you get to a particular web page, hold on, it depending on your internet speed, for it to open for you to read through. Okay, so this, you can read through everything that is on this web page. All right, you can call it an online article that's still talking about the same thing. Okay, so now what if a situation whereby you get to a particular website or web page, just as I am here, and you want to search for a particular text? How do you go about that? Maybe you have read through that web page before, through the article, online article before, but you come back again in future and you want to spot a particular word. You don't want to read through everything. How do you go about that? What you need to do is to swipe up or swipe down on that website. Okay, for you to see some options, some buttons. What we are swiping up and down is for you to see some buttons or icons we can work with, because sometimes you can see, you may not see some buttons at the bottom part or at the top part. So when you scroll up, sorry, or scroll down, so either you scroll up or you scroll down, you will see some buttons. So tap on that button at the bottom left. All right, now this will display some things for us. Our intention here is to search for a particular text. So you see this place with the search icon, tap on it. Once you tap on it, you will be provided with an option to find a particular word on that particular online article. Okay, let's say in this case, I want to find out where hospital is mentioned, or I want to find out maybe Donald Trump is here. So I will type Donald Trump. Okay, you can see it has searched for me. So I'll show me where Donald Trump appears on this online article. Okay, so if I want to see more, if there is any other place where it appears as well, I'll tap on the arrow that points down. But in this case, it's only one place that Donald Trump appears. Okay, let's say I want to search for places where there is hospital, where hospital is mentioned on this web page, hospital. Okay, you can see it has shown that hospital appears in one of 19. You can see that there, one of 19, meaning it appears in 19 places on this particular online article I'm reading. So if I keep on tapping down, it will keep showing me some places where that particular word appears. So this is how to find text on a web page or on a website, okay, or on even search results. So you follow this approach to find out a particular text using Safari web browser. So for you to clean the text, you press on the delete button, keep tapping there for everything to go. After that, you tap on done. Okay, then I want us to look for another approach, another way through which we can search for things. Okay, then another way we can search for things is using voice. Maybe a situation whereby you are tired, you don't want to type, but you want to use a voice to search for things. So what I will do, let me open a new tab. I'll tap here and then I'll close this page. Okay, so let's say I want to search for something using my voice. And what do I want to search now? How much YouTube website makes every year. So for you to do that, once the browser opens, tap into this search area where you have search or enter website. I'll tap there. Once you tap there, you will see this speaker icon. Tap on that speaker icon at the bottom right. So it's asking me to allow. I will say allow location view. Okay, now you can see it has shown me that the richest man in Nigeria, okay, the richest man in Nigeria is Aliko, a prominent Nigerian businessman with net worth of this. Okay, so and he is also the richest man in Africa. All right, I asked him about the richest man in Africa. Okay, he didn't capture it very well, so but it's okay. Let's go back and then still use the voice to search for something else, I'll tap where I have the text already, clean it up. Then I will tap on the audio and then speak. Sometimes if you make mistake, you can repeat it. So let me tap on the audio icon and then I will speak to it. Revenue of $7.97 billion. So that means YouTube makes a lot of money. So but that's how you can use your voice to search on what? On Safari web browser. Okay, let me walk you through on how to carry out image search. Take for example, there's something you want to search for is images on the internet on Safari web browser. How do you go about that? First, tap in the search box with the text search or enter website name. So once you tap there, type the name of the item you want to search for. So let's say Apple in this case. Then after typing the name of the item, which is Apple here, tap on the go button, which is at the bottom right. Then once you're here, all is selected in the tabs section. Tap on images. Now this has listed some images of Apple. There is a brand called Apple, which is a tech company. That's the one here, and that is the company that produced the Safari web browser. So that's why they list their own image first. But that's not what we want in this case. So our interest is on real Apple that people ate. So for you to see the image fuller in a fuller way, tap on it. And now it has opened in a fuller way. And whatever situation whereby you want to save this Apple to your iPhone, long press on the image as it has shown here. Long press on it. What it means is that place your finger on it and press for a few seconds, maybe 5 seconds or 10 seconds, until you see these options. Select save to photos. Okay, save to photos. Tap on that, and this Apple will be saved in your phone. All right. Here I'm on the CNN website again, okay? So I want us to experiment something, okay? A situation, what of a situation whereby you want to bookmark a particular website. By bookmarking, it's like saving it in a special folder on the browser so that whenever you come next time, you don't need to start typing cnn.com again. In this case, you just get to the bookmark and then to that folder and open it. You're taken to that website. All right. So these are the steps to bookmark a particular website. Once you're on the website, take these further steps. Scroll up or down on the website to see these buttons, okay, in the address bar section. Okay, so tap that button at the bottom left. Then once you tap on that button at the bottom left, tap on the 3 dots. All right, so in this case, you want to bookmark this. Okay, I want to add it to bookmark. So select add bookmarks. Okay, add bookmark. And it will show you here, look at the website, which is https://edition.cnn.com, and the name it assigns to it is breaking news. But if you don't want that breaking news, if you want it to just be CNN, all you need to do is just to tap inside that place and take your cursor to anywhere you want to take it to, erase some other things, and then have only the name. Okay, you can even change the name from that name section. All right, I'll look at the location where this thing will be saved. Once we bookmark it, it will appear in the favorites section. All right, location. So once we open our website, our web browser, Safari web browser, next time we're going to see it at the top. Okay, we don't need to start typing www.cnn.com again, please. Okay, so once you're here and you have made the changes you want to make in the name, just tap on save button at the top right, and now this is bookmarked. Okay, and it's added in the favorites. Okay, let's take a look. Let's open a new tab for you to see how it will look. Okay, so then you can see this CNN has appeared here. So let's get back to that page again. All right, and we are here. Okay, now I want to teach you something. What of a situation whereby you are reading something on a particular website and you don't want to exit that website, you want it to stay open because you want to come to it again? How do we go about it without closing that page? What you need to do is that you need to open a new tab. Opening a new tab is like having a new page for you to start fresh browsing. And for you to open a new tab, what you need to do is to tap on those two rectangles, okay, that crosses each other at the bottom right. On tapping there, you will see the plus sign here, okay. So tap on that plus sign at the bottom left and you are taken to a fresh page. Let's say here, I want to visit BBC. So I will tap in the search or enter website section and then type bbc.com. Okay, then I'll tap on go button. So this has now opened a BBC website showing me some informations as well. It's still about news, okay, update. You can see Israeli double strike on Gaza hospital. What we know. So they're carrying almost the same type of story, what is happening around the world. Okay, now I'm on BBC. Now what if a situation whereby you are done with checking what you want to check on BBC and you want to get to the website where you were before? How do you go about that? What you need to do is to tap on those two rectangles again. That will display some pages that are open, all right, or some tabs that are open on the Safari web browser. So tap on any one you want to get to. Okay, so I will tap here and I am back to it. So whatever situation whereby you want to close all the tabs, for you to close all the tabs, just tap on these two rectangles that cross each other again, and then you see them. So you see the web pages, you tap on X to close one. If you want to close the other, you tap on that X at the top and it closes. But here I don't want to close this because I want to use it to experiment something. Okay, maybe in time to come you want to share, you get a particular website and you want to share it to somebody. How do you go about that? Once you're on the website, you can scroll up or scroll down for you to see the buttons that will appear at the bottom. Okay, once you see that buttons, one of them is share, which is the arrow that points up. So tap on that share. Okay, this will display some apps that are installed on your iPhone. Okay, maybe in this case you want to share it to somebody's email address. You want to share this web page, all right, to somebody's email address. So you get to Gmail because I have already installed Gmail here. If it's Outlook you are using, or if it's mail that comes pre-installed on the iPhone, you will see it on this list. If it's not, if you can't find it here, tap on this small button. When you tap on this small button, you have a full list of all the mails, okay, that you have here. Okay, look at mail. One of them is mail. So let's work with mail here. So let me tap on it. Then this shows my email address that is in the from section. And then to section, I will type the email address of the person I want to send this to. All right, once you're done typing the email address of the person you want to send this to, it will show up at the bottom part as confirmation. Tap on it and it's fully added. So once it's fully added, the next step, you can say some things in the compose section, maybe notify him what this is all about or a few things, okay? But no problem. The next step is to tap on the send button, which is the arrow that points up at the top right. So he will get the notification from his email, maybe Gmail, and then from there he will open the link and read what you're sending to him. And this is sent and we are returned back to our page. Okay, so now let's close this tab and I want to show you something. All right, we are returned to this neutral ground again. So what if a situation whereby you browse for some time and then maybe close and go to somewhere else, and tomorrow you come back or next time you come back, I want to assess your history, those places you visited before, you want to check something again. How do you access the history? For you to access history in Safari web browser, as the browser is open, tap on this book icon, which is at the bottom part. All right, tap there. So this shows you some options here. First, you're taken to the favorites and the tab group favorites section. All right, you see the one with eyeglass. All right, that's a when you added something in the reading list. Okay, so maybe you want to read something later, you add it to your reading list. And the next one is history. So this shows places I visited. All right, you can see the most recent visits: BBC, breaking news on CNN, and Mango that we searched, and the rest. Okay, so if you want older days, you see Sunday, August 23, and so many. So when you tap on that particular day or that particular link, you'll be taken to that website straight up. All right, so I'm on Forbes website. I want to discuss two other important areas in Safari web browser here. First is how to switch from mobile view to desktop view. By desktop view, we mean how this web page or a particular web page will be when you access it through your laptop. Because this is a mobile device, so it shows us things by default, it shows us contents in mobile view. But a situation whereby you want to switch to desktop view so that you see how it will look like if you are browsing with your laptop or with your computer. How do you go about that? First is to scroll on the page for you to see some of these buttons at the bottom part of the page of the Safari browser. All right, so once you're there, the next step you need to take is to tap on that icon at the bottom left. Okay, tapping on that, tap on these three dots which will show you more options. Now, once you tap on these three dots, you will see request desktop website. So tap on that. So it will load. So this has loaded, and is showing us how this thing will look like if we are now accessing this particular website on a what? Computer. So the interface varies, but once you want to browse on desktop modes, just be switch it to that mode. Okay, desktop site. You see how it will look like on your computer. Sometimes I do that when I'm publishing with my phone. Okay, now let's talk about incognito mode. So let me close this tab. I will tap here and tap here. Okay, what is incognito mode or private browsing on Safari? Private browsing means that you are telling the browser, I don't want you to capture my activity. Okay, maybe there are some websites you want to visit, or maybe you're using somebody's iPhone and you don't want it to track your history. For you to do that, you do what? You put your web browser, your Safari browser, in private mode. And for you to switch to private mode, what you need to do is to tap on the rectangle, two rectangles that crosses each other at the bottom left. All right, or square. I don't know whether that is rectangle or square. Anyone at the bottom right. Okay. Then you are given some options here. Then you can see private. Tap on that private. Then once you tap on that private, you see an interface that looks like this. Tap on it. Okay, so I will tap here and clear this. Maybe I'll say hello. All right, go. So everything here is now browsing in private mode. Okay, which website will I now visit now? Okay, let's say let me visit Facebook. I'll tap inside this place where I have the search bar area and say facebook.com. I know why I'm doing this, facebook.com, so that we know if it will be tracked, facebook.com, if our activity will be recorded. Okay, okay, so we are taking to this place, is telling us to sign in, but we don't want to sign in here. So let me close this tab and return to a normal browsing mode, which is not in private, so for us to check the history. Okay, so I will tap on this start page, then I will tap here. Okay, now we are here. So let's now check if this captured our what? Our history. So how do we go about that? I will tap on this book icon, open book icon. Then you can see we are now in the history. So it didn't capture the Facebook, neither did it capture the hello. Okay, you can see our recent activities here. So that's how you can browse what in incognito mode on Safari web browser.
I hope this content helps. If it does help, consider subscribing to this channel. Here we cover a lot on technology, YouTube education, and self-publishing. So subscribe to learn more. Leave a comment in the comment section and hit the like button. Thank you and see you some other time.